Good. Well, thank you very much for having me. Congratulations to The Economist for putting on this forum up here in Thessaloniki, a city that in many ways has felt like my second home throughout my 5 years as American ambassador here. It's a huge honor to be on the same stage as Minister Skrekas. The minister and I are just coming from a meeting with my 3 American ambassadorial colleagues in the region, the U.S. ambassador to Bulgaria, North Macedonia, and Albania. And I was delighted we were able to make that happen. I'm especially pleased that I have my colleagues here in Thessaloniki today, because it really highlights something that has been a guiding principle for U.S. engagement in northern Greece, really since 2018, when we tried to put the ingredients together for the U.S. status as honored country at the Thessaloniki International Fair. That is to look at Thessaloniki and northern Greece in a wider regional context, and to view this not just as the second city of the Hellenic Republic, but as the gateway to a market of 30 million people. And I'm incredibly proud of how much progress we have made since the Thessaloniki Fair in 2018 in building out that regional vision. And again, Minister Skrekas and the responsibilities that he has in the areas of environment and energy are absolutely at the center of that. I'll talk about the energy issues a little more later this afternoon at another event, but I'm really glad to be able to focus now on the environmental aspects. I'm especially glad to do so with Panagiotis. Envipco was one of the anchor U.S. Participants in the American AmCham Pavilion at the Thessaloniki Fair in 2018. In fact, if I'm remembering, Panagiotis, that is where you launched your brand partnership with Giannis Antetokounmpo, long before Giannis was the biggest player in the NBA and a name that was known throughout the United States. And of course, I was very proud earlier this week to host Connecticut Senator Chris Murphy in Athens and at Suda Bay. And Connecticut is the home state of Envipco. So everything is really coming together here. I would emphasize, I think all of us who've lived in Greece and experienced both the extraordinary beauties that this country offers, but also the traumas of the past few months, the horrific fires in Athens, on Evia, and ancient Olympia, understand that we are all getting a flashing red light from the environment and that behaviors have to change. American companies are going to play a leading role working with Greece and working here in northern Greece to leverage the wider region to address these goals. Envipco is a great example. We've got companies like Blink Charging in the electric vehicle space. There's a lot more happening in northern Greece in these areas than people, I think, often understand. Of course, you've got all of the energy projects, the Alexandropoli, FSRU, the connections with Bulgaria, the IGB, which are so important. You've got a big batteries company called Sunlight, which is headquartered in Eastern Macedonia, which plays an important role as a developer of battery and electricity storage technologies. Western Macedonia is going to be central to the White Dragon project that Minister Skrekas' ministry has driven forward. And I'm very proud that an American company, Advent Technologies, headquartered in Patra, a leader on hydrogen fuel cell technology, is a participant in that White Dragon project. So we see that this is an area that plays to both the very ambitious climate agenda that Prime Minister Mitsotakis has set out, and I want to underline just how important it is to the United States government that Prime Minister Mitsotakis has set the bar so high for phasing out lignite and working jointly to protect the environment. But also how enthusiastic American companies with their world-leading technology are about participating in this process in northern Greece, and leveraging the foothold here in northern Greece to get into other markets like Bulgaria, like North Macedonia, like Serbia, like Albania. Last point I will make on the clean tech side. We were talking with the minister earlier about the critical role that gas will play as a transition fuel as part of this process. I'm very proud that American companies, and in particular General Electric, with its super efficient gas turbines, are a big part of this story. You have a state-of-the-art turbine that's being installed in Agios Nikolaos in the Mytilineos plant there. And I have told Mr. Kopalouzos that I'm not going to sleep until we've signed the contract also for the Kopalouzos power plant in Alexandroupoli, linked to the FSRU, which also will be GE clean tech technology. So we see fantastic opportunities here. We've seen a real transformation in the reputation of Thessaloniki as a home for American technology companies. I was driving past the new Cisco Center this morning. We've got the fantastic example of the Pfizer High Technology Center, which has grown beyond all expectations here in Greece. There's a lot happening, but there's even more that's going to happen in the future. Ευχαριστώ πολύ.